So we think in pictures. So when we think about changing a paradigm or changing a behavior, we need a picture to work with. And this is the stick person diagram that was created by Dr. Thurman Fleet in 1934. Dr. Thurman Fleet was a chiropractor in San Antonio, Texas. And he said, no one has ever seen the mind. So when we think about changing a part of ourselves, confusion and chaos sets in. But if we can picture and we can have a picture to work with, we know what we're trying to change at what level to create a new result. And you can create the results that you want. So there's two parts to the mind. You've got your conscious mind, otherwise referred to as the thinking mind, and you've got your subconscious mind, otherwise referred to as your emotional mind. The mind, whatever's going on in the mind, controls the body, so your behavior, and the vibration that you are in. So the energy that is flowing out of your body is controlled and influenced by the ideas that you are thinking on a conscious level, and you are taking and internalizing on a subconscious level. Whatever idea, whatever seed you take from the conscious mind and impress upon the subconscious mind will start to reveal itself in physical results over here. This is actually the process called the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, where an idea moves from form. So from form, you take the thought energy, the power flowing to and through you. You're using your creative mental faculties of your reasoning factor, your ability to think, your imagination, perception, and in your conscious mind, you're building an idea. So you're taking thought energy that has no form. As it enters your conscious mind, it has no form. You give it form by virtue of the ideas and the thoughts that you're thinking and building at a conscious level. Then we get involved with repetition and we impress that idea upon universal intelligence, subconscious mind. And that starts to reveal itself through us, physically, through our body. We start to create a new world for ourselves to live in. You impact your environment. It's not the other way around unless we let it. But we've been letting it. We are letting circumstances influence us. We're letting what's going on outside of us influence us. We're letting the opinions of other people influence us. Our sensory factors are like antennas. They're 6-lane highways. And we've got all of this information flowing to us. So we've got to live from the inside out. And we take this idea and it manifests through us and starts to show up in results over here. Your results over here are a product of ultimately whatever is here. So we need to change what's here, which means we need to change the paradigm. How do we do that? We build a new idea. We think about what do we want? We make decisions from that place. We think about the results we want to create. Anytime I want to transform and work on a part of my business to grow it, I build the picture in my imagination first. I think about the type of employee that I want. I think about the client experience that I want, and I have the picture in my imagination, and then we go to work on creating it. I let it sink in, I let it influence my decisions, and ultimately it starts to show up in my results over here. Not straight away. I was talking to Rachel Hambling on laser coaching yesterday. I said I was working on a paradigm shift at the start of this year or the end of, and it took nearly 7 weeks of working on an idea before there was any speck of physical evidence that it was going to shift. And towards that 7th or 8th week, I was thinking, it's got to happen, like I'm doing everything I'm meant to be doing, it's got to shift. And then one day it did. But that's where this faith-based in understanding, and the more you study, the more you invest in your mindset growth, the more faith you can have that it's going to work out, that you're going to create, because you have an understanding that I'm aware and my awareness is expanding. And that allowed me to sit very calmly in that space and hold the space and not let the fear, the doubt, or the worry creep in, because that's the paradigm trying to hold me back or stop me from creating what I want.